Here are 11 practice problems on proportional shapes, and if you notice, I am using Microsoft Whiteboard this time because I just swapped to my tablet, and I'm not gonna lie, my handwriting is so bad on Cami, like, it's so big and it's so slanted, like, it's absolutely horrendous. Anyway, so I decided to swap to Microsoft Whiteboard because I have a little bit more space. So yeah, I hope that you can bear with me and stick with me as I get used to this tablet, and hopefully my handwriting gets better by maybe even the end of this video. Alright, anyways, let's get started with question number 1. Circle C has a radius of 5x, and circle D has a radius of 20x. How many times larger is the area of circle D compared to circle C? Now here you notice I did go ahead and put the equation, or the formula, or the proportion, whatever you want to call it, of proportional shapes right here. And now all we have to do is go ahead and substitute our values in. We do have a radius and a radius right here, so that can be substituted for our length, but it doesn't give us anything about area, so we can't substitute anything here. This means that our proportion would look like this, where the area of circle D over the area of circle C is equal to, and instead of length, we're going to put the length of the radius. Well, I mean, I guess that is length. Okay, whatever. Length of the radius, or the radius of circle D, is 20x over 5x. And of course, the most important part, always remember that you need to square the ratio of like the length. You know, like this length part, always remember to square it. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, let's go ahead and simplify this fraction. So 20x over 5x simplified is just going to be 4. And of course, we need to bring over the square. And then 4 squared is just 16. So now our proportion is going to be simplified down to the area of circle D over the area of circle C is equal to 16 over 1. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and cross multiply 16, there we go, and there we go. So hold on, 16 times the area of circle C is equal to 1 times the area of D, so I'll just keep area D by itself. And here the question is asked, how many times larger is the area of circle D compared to circle C? That means we want the area of circle D by itself, and here it is by itself. So our answer is going to be this right here, which is 16. So the area of circle D is 16 times larger than the area of circle C. Whoa, look at that parallelogram. Wow, I like that. Now, of course, you could have noticed that the ratio right over here was also 16 over 1. But of course, if you're not that good at thinking like me, then you can always just cross multiply it out just to play it safe. Question number 2. The radius of circle E is 12y, and the radius of circle F is 3y. What is the ratio of the area of circle E? Oh my goodness, what happened there? Area of circle E to the area of circle F. Once again, we do get the radius, and we get a radius here. So we can go ahead and plug that in for our length. But we don't get anything for our area here, so we can't plug anything in there. That means our proportion is going to look a little bit like this. Here they said circle E first, so I'm going to put circle E on top. The area of circle E over the area of circle F, so area of circle F is equal to, now I'll put the radius. What's the radius of 12y over 3y? Most important step, always remember to square. And now I'm going to go ahead and simplify this fraction. 12y over 3y simplifies down to 4. Square that. And then 4 squared is equal to 16. Now our proportion is going to look like this, where the area of circle E over the area of circle F is equal to 16 over 1. Then we can cross multiply. 16 area of circle F is equal to 1 area of circle E. Right here, they're asking for the ratio of the area of circle E to the area of circle F, which means you want circle E by itself. We do have circle E by itself, so our answer is 16. Or, well, 16 over 1, right? You could have noticed this like 3 times. You could have noticed it right here. You could have noticed it right here. You could have noticed it right here. So our answer will be 16 over 1. because they're asking for the ratio. Question number 3. Circle G has a diameter of 10z and circle H has a diameter of 2.5z. The area of circle G is how many times the area of circle H? Once again, we do get diameters this time, but if you remember, it doesn't really matter. Side lengths, perimeter, radius, diameter, it don't matter. We can always just substitute that in for our length. Once again, we don't get anything for our area, so we can't put anything in there. So our proportion would look like the area of... Here, they put circle G first, so I'm gonna put circle G on top. Area of circle G over the area of circle H is equal to... Wow, what's the diameter of G? 10z over 2.5z. Most important step, always remember to square that. Wait, what's wrong with my parentheses? Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright, there you go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and simplify that. Oh shoot, hold on, the other ones were easy. What's 10 divided by 2.5? Wait. 10 divided by 2.5. 4. Wow. Wait, 4. Man, that's so obvious. How did I not know that? Oh my goodness. Alright, anyway, so we have 4 here. Then of course square. 4 squared is 16. That means our new proportion is gonna look like area of circle G over the area of circle H is equal to 16 over 1. Now we can cross multiply. Oh, whoa, that does not look like a G. What? Alright, 16 times the area of circle H is equal to the area of circle G. In our question, they asked the area of circle G is how many times the area of circle H, which means that we want circle G by itself. Here, the area of circle G is by itself, which means our answer is 16. So it's 16 times large. 16 times the area of circle H. Once again, you could have noticed it right here, and also right there. Question number 4. The area of circle J is 49 pi centimeters squared, and the area of circle K is 196 pi centimeters squared. Find the ratio of the radius of circle K to the radius of circle J. Now this time they swapped it up. We do get the area, which is 49 pi centimeters squared and 196 pi centimeters squared. And instead, we're trying to find the length, which is the radius. So our proportion is gonna look a little something like this. Okay, hold on. So circle K, right here, it comes first in the question. So I'm gonna put the area of circle K on top of our fraction. So 196 pi centimeters squared. And then the area of circle J, which is 49 pi centimeters squared, is equal to the length of circle K, so the radius, I'm gonna just put rad K, over the length of circle J, or the radius of circle J. Most important part, always remember to square it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and simplify the area. I'm gonna simplify the fraction over here. So 196 divided by 49 is, hold on, 196 divided by 49 is 4. So this is 4. And then of course the pi and the centimeter squared cancel each other out. So now our new proportion looks like this, where 4 over 1 is equal to the radius of K over the radius of J squared. Now, we need to get radius of K over the radius of J by itself. And to do that, we need to get rid of this square right here. Of course, just to do that, all we have to do is take the square root. So I'm going to take the square root of this and the square root of this. Of course, this and that cancel out. And the square root of 4 over 1 is just 2. Or 2 over 1 is equal to radius K over radius J. Now we can cross multiply. Whoa, that's the first time I did 2 arrows. So that's interesting. So 2 times radius J is equal to radius K. In our question, they want the ratio of radius of the circle K to the radius of circle J. So our radius of K needs to be by itself. Here is by itself, so our answer is 2. Now, of course, you could have also seen that right here, but this time you couldn't see it here because you need to remember we need to get rid of this little square right there. So it's super important, right? Always remember to make sure that you square the length. Question number 5. Circle L has a circumference of 6 pi a, and circle M has a circumference of 54 pi a. How many times larger is the area of circle M compared to circle L? So this time we do get the circumference of 6 pi a and this other circumference, and we can plug that in for our length. So now we've had radius, diameter, and now circumference. You can see it doesn't really matter what you put into length. So our proportion is going to look like this. Is circle M comes first, so I'm going to put circle M on top. The area of circle M over the area of circle L. And what's the circumference of circle L? 54 pi a. And the circumference of circle L is 6 pi a. Most important step, square that. Now I'm going to go ahead and simplify this fraction. So the pi and the pi cancel each other out. The a and the a cancel each other out. And then 54 divided by 6 is 9. So now we're left with 9 squared. And 9 squared is 81. So now our proportion looks like 81 over 1 is equal to the area. Oh shoot, why did I do it backwards? I guess it doesn't even matter. Area of circle M over the area of circle L. Now we can just cross multiply. Hold on, let me draw my arrows. I like drawing my arrows. 81 times the area of circle L is equal to the area of circle M. Here they ask how many times larger is the area of circle M compared to circle L. So we want the area of circle M by itself, which it is here. So our answer is 81. The area of circle M is 81 times larger than the area of circle L. But of course, you could have seen this right here as well, and right here. Question number 6. Here they give us this table, and they ask what is the value of n. So they did go ahead and give us the area here, and they also give us the perimeter, which is the length. So now we've had radius, diameter, circumference, and perimeter. So there you go. You can see anything can be plugged into length. I'm going to just go ahead and rewrite this proportion down. So we have 2450 over 9800 is equal to 490 over n. But of course, the most important step, we have to square this length ratio. Now before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and simplify this fraction right here. So 2450 over 9800 is, wow, 1/4. Well, that's nice. Okay. So that simplifies down to 1/4 is equal to 490 divided by n squared. Now we need to get rid of the squared, and all we have to do is just take the square root of both sides. So square root here and square root here. These two cancel out, and the square root of 1/4 is just 1/2. So we get 1/2 is equal to 490 over n. That looks like an h. Oops, sorry. Now we're going to cross multiply, and we get that n is equal to whatever 490 times 2 is. Hold on. 980. So n is equal to 980. Question number 7. They give us this table here, and they ask what is the value of n. Once again, we have our area and our perimeter, which can be substituted for our length. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite proportion, which is 1504 over n is equal to 230 over 1150. Most important part, always remember to square it. Now I'm going to go ahead and simplify that fraction. 230 over 1150 is 1/5. So we have 1504 over n is equal to 1/5 squared. Now I'm going to just go ahead and, honestly I'll just square this. So 1/5 squared is just 1504. 1/25. Now we can cross multiply, and n is equal to 1504 times 25, which is 37,600. Now I guess you want to get rid of the square whenever it has your variable, which is this right here, right? But if it does have your variable, you can just go ahead and evaluate that. Anyways, n is equal to 37,600. Question number 8. Once again, we have our table, and they ask for the value of n. Oh, this time we have volume. Oh, shoot. Okay, swapping it up. So I guess this is... Let's change this real quick. Let's change that to volume. And let's change that to volume. And now, instead of squaring it, we're gonna be cubing it. Dang, okay. And notice right here, cubic inches, so we have to cube it. Alright, then of course you still have your perimeter, which still works for your length. So let's rewrite our proportion. We have 67 over 1809 is equal to 12 over n. But of course, most important step, we're gonna cube it this time. First things first, I'm gonna go ahead and simplify that fraction. 67 divided by 1809. 67, 1809, and that's gonna be 1 over 27 is equal to 12 over n cubed. Now, to get rid of this cube, of course, I'm gonna take the cube root of both sides. Now this and that will cancel out. And the cube root of 1 over 27 is just 1 over 3. Of course, you could always put that to decimals if you don't know. Now, all we have to do is cross multiply. And we get that n is equal to 36. Now, make sure you're paying really close attention because this time they actually swapped it up and did volume, which means you have to cube it. Question number 9. Now we're moving into some actual SAT problems. If you couldn't tell, the past few were made by ChatGPT, and that was to get you familiar with this formula right here. Square A has side lengths that are 166 times the side lengths of square B. And the area of square A is k times the area of square B. And they want the value of k. So let's go ahead and write this proportion out. Square A comes first, so I'm going to put the area of square A on top. But of course, we also know that's just k. So I'm going to just replace that with k over the area of square B. And then they also say that square A has side lengths that are 166 times the side lengths of square B. So that's just 166 over 1. Most important part, we have to square that. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and square that. So 166 squared is 27,556. So k over the area of square B is equal to 27,556. And now you can just multiply by denominator, or you could cross multiply. And you get that k is equal to 27,556 of area to square B. And of course our answer would just be this right here, which is 27,556. How many times did I say 27,556? Alright. Of course you could do the whole process like we have been doing, but a shortcut to these types of questions, I just knocked over my water bottle, is that whenever they give you a side ratio right here, like right here, you get 166 times. All you need to do is square that, and then you get your answer just like that. You don't need to go do all the other work. This is instantly your answer just by squaring the side ratio. Question number 10. I moved the formula up here if you needed it. Circle A has a radius of 3n, and circle B has a radius of 129n, where n is a positive constant. The area of circle B is how many times the area of circle A? Alright, this one's pretty easy. This is just like the ones we've been doing. So, first things first, circle B comes first, so that's going to be coming on top. Area of circle B. Well, what? Why did I put in parentheses there? Alright. Over the area of circle A is equal to, what's the radius? 129n over the radius of circle A, which is 3n. Most important step, remember to square that. Now the first thing we're going to do is simplify this fraction. So 129 divided by 3 is just, I was trying to mental math that, but I don't know. It's 43. Yeah, I would never gotten that. Alright. And of course the ends just cancel out. So now we're left with 43 squared. Hold on, let me just put this next to it. What am I doing? Alright. 43 squared. And the ends cancel out. And then 43 squared is just, okay, what is this? 43 squared. 1,849. And we get that our answer is 1,849, which is D. But of course, if you wanted, you could keep going, but I'm not. I'm getting really lazy and tired, so You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna still keep going. All right. I've been going for the past 10. I'm gonna keep going for the next one because there's one more. Okay. Anyways, area B over area A is equal to 1,849 cross multiply 1,849 of area A is equal to area B. Area B is by itself. Our answer is right here. Boom. Question number 11. Here we have our proportion, if you needed it. Triangles ABC and DEF are similar, so this just means they're proportional. Each side length of triangle ABC is 4 times the corresponding side length of triangle DEF. The area of triangle ABC is 270 square inches. And what is the area in square inches of triangle DEF? So they give us the area right here, and they also give us the side ratio. If you remember, we can just instantly square our side ratio, and 4 squared is just 16. However, they do want the area of triangle DEF, so 16 isn't just going to be our answer, which means we're going to have to do a little bit more work. Let's go ahead and set up our proportion. So we know that triangle ABC comes first, so that's going to be on top. So the area of triangle ABC, and of course that's just 270 square inches, we got that, so I'm going to just replace that with 270 square inches over the area of triangle DEF is equal to 4 squared or 16. Now we can just multiply by the denominator or cross multiply, however you want. However you want to think of it, and you get that 270 square inches is equal to 16 times the area of DEF. Oh shit, I ran out of space. Oopsies. Alright, now we want to get the area of DEF by itself, so we just have to divide by 16, and that's gonna be, oh shoot, 16.875. So 16.875 square inches is equal to the area of DEF. Oh shit, I ran out of space again. Alright. Or, if you wanted to keep it in fraction form, that would be 135 over 8. And this is our answer. Oh shoot, what happened to my box? Oh, what's happening? Alright, that was 11 practice problems on proportional shapes. To be honest, the main takeaway is that whenever you get this side length ratio, whatever, just square it, alright? Normally you think, oh, I'm just multiply 270 by 4. No, don't do that. You have to square it. Always remember to square it. And yeah, hopefully my handwriting wasn't too bad and you were able to understand. But that's gonna be all, and I'll see ya.